Logan, first big league camp for you. How's it been going so far?
It's been going great. Been learning a lot, and just trying to get acclimated to this whole process since this is my first time in big league camp, and just soak it all in, and learn from some of the veterans, and it's exciting. I'm having a great time.
All right, let's go backwards in time a little bit. You made the decision to leave high school in North Carolina to go train at IMG in Florida, right? What went behind that decision, and why did you ultimately decide to go?
I was in Asheville, North Carolina at a smaller school in a smaller city. I didn't have a lot of that following that a lot of kids do in Florida and Texas and California and places like that. And I got the opportunity to go down and play at the IMG Academy, and I went and saw their facilities and coaches, and I just had a better opportunity to better myself as a player and a person, both academically and athletically. So I decided to take the trip down, and my family was there to support me, and it was a great experience.
I mean, I guess like you're giving up like normal high school or whatever that is, right? But you're going to train it. It's like a boarding school for athletes, right? So you were around minor leaguers, major leaguers, that whole thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So they have a major league and minor league training program down there. And while we were in school, we were seeing some of the players going around, like Andrew McCutcheon, Scooter Gennett, J.R. Murphy. It was there was a ton of guys, and Joey Votto even, and it was really cool. It was almost like college, so it was preparing you for college, but definitely earlier than you're used to.
All right, you get drafted by the Red Sox, and then about 5 months later, you get traded to the Padres. I imagine that was kind of a shock for you, right? What do you remember about that time, and what was going through your mind?
I remember a lot. It was just a crazy day. So actually, I was in Fort Myers, getting ready to train there the following day, at the Red Sox facility, and apparently they had just made the new Trey Turner rule, which had started with us, and that you could be traded within your first full year. And I got a phone call from the Red Sox, and I was just I thought it was a joke. I was like, oh, okay, pick on the new guy, I get it. And they're like, no, we're serious. You're going to San Diego. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they hung up, but that was it. And then called my mom, and 10 minutes later, I was my face was on SportsCenter with Manny Margot, Javi, and Los. So it was cool. It was definitely a shock. It was definitely a shock to the fam. I think my mom thought she was gonna be farther away from me, and didn't really like that. So it was definitely one of the cooler moments in my career so far.
And you knew Jake Nix, right, from IMG, so you at least had an ally there.
Oh, I know a lot about Jacob Nix. So I've gotten to know Jacob very well. I've known him since high school, since he was at the IMG Academy as well, and even before that with showcase ball and stuff like that. And then he was honestly my first, probably my second phone call was out of my mom about the Padres, and he couldn't believe it at all either. So it was exciting, and I was very happy to be backed by him and just have some familiar faces and some common ground here.
All right, we'll come to you for dirt on Jake Nix then, apparently.
Absolutely. I gotcha. That'll be easy.
So you're here in spring. This is an important spring for you. You could potentially make the opening day roster as part of the starting rotation. What goes through your mind when you think that, and is that a reality for you?
It's 100% a reality for me. It's exciting. We're all here for one thing, and that's to make the team. The competition in that locker room, it's all friendly competition. We all love each other. It's a good thing. But I'm here fully committed and fully expecting to make the team.
You've seen the first wave of talent go, like Jacob Nix, Eric Lauer, Joey Lucchesi. How exciting is that for you to watch, knowing that you're right around the corner and these are your friends that are doing it here?
Oh, it's awesome. It gives you chills to see some of your best friends doing this, and to feel even closer, as close as I do now, to finally reaching that goal.
You have a brother, Philip, at home in North Carolina. He's very special to you. What is his condition, and how much has he impacted your life and your career, really? So
Philip is 33 years old. He has they classify as severe cerebral palsy. He wasn't born with it. He had a similar type of a brain aneurysm when he was 2 years old. Was in a coma for a long time, and he means the absolute world to me. He can't talk, he can't walk without help in a walker and stuff like that, but he has a trach, and we have 24-hour nursing in our house in North Carolina. But he's the happiest kid in the world. He holds a special place in my heart, and he always will. He loves watching baseball games. He's impacted me since I was definitely a little kid. That boy is the reason I've started to do everything. So I miss him, love him to death, but he's definitely motivation for almost anything I do every day.
I feel like that would give you a major perspective when even though you're playing this game and this is your career and your job, I'm sure it puts everything into perspective to see him and even to see his joy.
Yeah, absolutely. Philip will never get to pick up a baseball and throw it, and that is something that has always hit home to me. Like, you know, I'm playing through him, and he gets to live that life a little bit vicariously through me, and it's definitely something I think about on a daily basis.
All right, let's talk about the phone eats first thing. So this is something that you're doing on Instagram. You're taking a picture of your food, right, before you start eating, and this has kind of become a thing, right? Like, how did this get started?
So I want to say a year ago, Jake Nix started putting on his Instagram Bon Appetit instead of like Bon Appetit, and it started bothering me. So then I started doing the phone eats first, and then he started being like, okay, that's stupid. Like, I don't like that either. And then I just kept doing it, and it started catching on. I started having people start tagging me in it, and start sending me their own phone eats first, and then putting on my story. So it keeps everything kind of loose in the clubhouse, and definitely at the cafeteria. So, like, you know, if you have any good food or you're at a restaurant, you know, your phone's got to eat first. You gotta take a picture of it.
Yeah, tag it, send it your way, and I'm sure it also makes you happy that, you know, you kind of getting under Jacob Nix's skin like that, right? Like, you get to bug him like that.
That was the main goal. So that part of it definitely took off in the direction I needed it to. I love Jake to death, but, you know, we definitely have our moments. It's almost like I have an older brother I just get to pick on all the time. It's fun. It's great.
Logan, thank you so much. Good luck this camp.